Okay, so what I did, I have created two Excels. One is a deliverer and another one is a requester. So requester is the source data and deliverer is the target data. Okay, so I have added it in two different SharePoint libraries. This is deliverer and this is a requester. So whenever I add any new data in the requester, that should get synchronized in the deliverer Excel. So currently both are synchronized. All the 7 or 5 rows of data is available in both the things. The arrangement is different, but they are actually the same data. Okay, so in order to make the synchronization, we are going to create a Power Automate flow. Okay, so it depends on the requirement. Either you want to create a instant flow or a scheduled flow to achieve this instant flow. Whenever you want to make the synchronization, you can do it. Scheduled flow, when you want to do it 1 hour once in a day, or 10 times in a day, 5 times in a day, whenever you want to do it, you can use for a scheduled flow. Okay, so I'll do for the instant cloud flow. So I'll choose the manually triggered, make it as Excel sync. Okay, then I click create. So this is done. Next we will list the rows present in the source. So search for list rows, get it from Excel online. You can choose the location, so it will list on all the possible locations of your Excels: OneDrive, Microsoft Teams, and SharePoint. So in my case, I have created a library and added a Excel in the SharePoint library. So I'm choosing my SharePoint site and selecting the document library. So my library name is requester, and my file name inside the library is requester.xl, and the table inside this is requester table. Yeah, remember one thing, your source and target, everything should be in a table format. Okay, so you need to be create it as a table and you need to name it properly with a meaningful name. So here you can see this is my delivered table. Okay, that is the default criteria that you need to follow. So this is done. So list rows present a table of requester. So I will mark it as source data. I'll just copy this action and paste it. Now I'll make it as deliverer data. So why I need the deliverer data also, because I want it to be in an incremental format. So all the old data should be removed and new data should get added, so that I am just changing the document library and the Excel name, also the table name. So everything I'll just change it here. That's it. Okay, so this is deliverer data. And next thing is I want to get all the data present in both the tables in separate compose. So click on this, go for a compose. Here you can get the SD. I make it as source data. Okay, so you can go for source data body value in this Excel. So why we need to add this? Because we want it to be in a proper format. Okay, so that's why we want to create this compose. So next thing is we'll make as a um, compose for your uh, target data. Okay, so that will be body value of your delivery data, right? So next thing is we are going to delete the rows present in your delivery data. Okay, so search for delete row. So under Excel online business, you search for delete row. So here you can choose the site, library, and the, sorry, not dev library, it is deliverer library, deliverer table name. So next is the important thing, key column and key value. So in both your target and source, you need to have one column at least with the primary keys. Okay, so in this case I'm considering PMID is a unique values as a primary key. So right, so that you need to identify. So that is what here it is asking as a key column. So mark it as PIMID and the key value. So this is important. Now we are going to map the key value of your deliverer data. So under deliverer data, you can search for the PIM ID, right? Once you add it, it will create a for each loop. So it will delete all the data accordingly. And next thing, you are going to create the add row data. Search for add row. Okay. So click on add row into a table. So again, this is going to be the same deliverer table only. So choose your website, deliverer library, and deliverer Excel, and your deliverer table. And click show all. It will open up all the parameters. The date time format is the first and foremost. Choose it to ISO 8601. Deliverer name, that should be mapped to your requester, that is your source data. Okay. So under source data, click see more. You will be finding uh, the just this is the data mapping. Okay. So requester name slash group is a column that need to be mapped to the deliverer name. So I'll be selecting it. So now you see the for each loop is getting added. And next thing is activity ID. Select this activity ID. Get activity ID is added. So this is the problem. Now it is creating the for each loop like this. So it should not be like this way. So what I'm doing, I'll just remove this, move it back to this, delete all this content. Um, so instead of this, what we can do, uh, after the source data, we'll add a select. Search for select. Okay, so under the select you can add the outputs of SD, and here we'll do the data mapping. So like you do PAM ID, and here you can search for the input data. I mean, you should be well aware of the column names, how it has to be aligned. Then under this you can search for item, question mark, square brackets, then here you'll see PIM space ID. So this PIM space ID is nothing but your column name here. Okay, then you will be seeing like this. So when you see the Excel like logo, then you entered a proper value. Then name, you search for, directly you can go for this, add term. I can even get it from this way. Next is activity ID. Likewise, you need to add everything here. Description. So the left hand side is user defined. You can define the column as you want. Okay, only this is important. For baseline schedule, I just make it as yes. float. And finally, reinforce schedule as RS. Okay, now everything will be in this select. So here now we are going to map the item of this select. So ideally we will be creating a for each loop for this also. So before that I'll just make this as delete all, and here I will just create a for each. I'll name it as add. So I will add the output of select and add it here. So here I will just add items, items of add. Here you need to give the name of your column which you created inside this select, and for this I just added as name. Add it. So if you are not sure, you can go back to select, copy this value, come back to this and add it accordingly. So now this is items of add activity ID. Okay. Then for description, so remember these are all case sensitive, so you need to add it properly. So for select, I see DC, this is a capital D, so that's a wrong thing. So this is capital D. And for baseline, it is just BS. And for this is RS. This is blank, and status, if you want to add any like default values pending, that you can do. And for PMID, PIM. Okay, so like this you add everything and do a publish. Okay, this is getting saved. Now for testing, what I will do, I'll be just adding a couple of rows from here. Okay, so till 280 I have added the data, and deliverer table is having only 277. Okay, now I'm going to run this. So earlier it was only 6 rows available, now they are getting deleted. You see, so once this is all deleted, it will start creating the new 9 rows of data. So all the 9 rows of data is getting now added here. Okay, now this is fully successful. Now you can do a refresh and let it see. You see all 280 you have here is now available here also. Okay, so this is now working fully. That's it.